Welcome back to another part of this F1 Manager 24 Create a Team career mode here with Andretti in Formula 1 in 2029. And this is the finale episode of this season. We have got 2 rounds to go, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and the Brazilian Grand Prix. And this is going to be a 2 managed race special, i.e. no simulation in this one. We're going to manage Abu Dhabi and then manage the final race of the season as we see out what has been a fantastic season with Andretti to kick things off. We have gone so far above what I expected us to do, being in 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship. And we've got an exciting finale because Ferrari, they look rapid and they are gaining big momentum on Red Bull Ford, who were dominating for the first part of the season. But now their car has gotten so bad compared to others that no longer can maybe Teo Porcher, still bag a win, still maybe even bag podiums, because the car has gotten that bad relative to other people. Whether they've just run out of money or they're focusing on next year, maybe that's it, because this is the R&D chart. And you can see why Ollie Behrman, last time out, went through for an emphatic win in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Ferrari are absolutely cooking. So they still yet might win the Constructors' Championship. Neither of their drivers have a chance for the Drivers' title, but this is very good for next season, taking that momentum, especially if they go and win the Constructors' Championship. That'll be pretty massive. I mean, that's massive in general, because I think in Formula 1 games, if I am correct, apart from Leclerc's recent win in my driver career mode, for many years, I have not really seen Ferrari as a team do very well in F1 games, be it the manager or the normal Codemasters game. I don't think I've seen them win a Constructors' Championship in absolutely years. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, Leclerc won it and Ferrari won it in that driver career mode, sorry. So up until that point, I think it had been like a good 3-4 years since I saw Ferrari success. So maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the game cycle for Ferrari success in Formula 1 games, be it the F1 24 or F1 Manager. We'll see. We'll see if Ferrari can do it. But we're just looking to, of course, then stay ahead of Porsche. I would have said AAGP, but now with 2 races to go, I think actually they have no chance of going higher than P5 here. And if anything, they're looking backwards towards Audi, because Audi have really improved as well. They've been scoring loads more points. They've been kind of almost being the second best team to Ferrari. So AAGP needs to watch out for Audi. The 2 teams that were maybe battling for the Constructors' Championship last season are battling now for P5 and 6, and 2 teams that, were nowhere near it, are now fighting for the Constructors' title, and we are somehow just finessing our way into P3. I mean, the turnaround of this team from the start, I mean, we've got 30 million. That's ridiculous. We've done a lot of research parts. You have noticed on the R&D chart, a lot of people are plateauing because I think they're all putting in research parts for next year's car. So I think 2030 is going to be a very competitive year, basing off the AI behavior of pretty much everyone now moving shift and moving their focus onto next year's car with a plethora of upgrades. So that's why we've got to, temper expectations for next season. But with that, with 30 million, I'm tempted to go for some sort of HU upgrade. But we got to remember that at the start of next season, we will lose some money having to build next year's car. So maybe having 30 million in the bank is going to be good for us. Like, maybe instead we should just focus on refurbing all of these different things, basically. Because I think the next best upgrade for, like, the factory, let's say, that's half the money we've got. And I really do need to keep a decent amount for next year so that we start off with a bigger balance. I think the biggest balance we start off next year with, the better that season's going to go. So I think I'm in the mind of, let's maybe just refurb some of these things. I mean, some of these things cost a lot of money to refurb. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this till the pre-season, I think, to spend some money just before we go into the winter break. We're not doing any upgrades for this year's car. So right now, the fact that these are all a little bit naff. And last time out, we had Charles having driver tension with his engineer. Thankfully, finally, it has been resolved. So he has now got a good mentality. For a little bit in the simulated races, Lawson had done better than Leclerc, didn't he? So, just at the end, last time out, Leclerc pulled it back a little bit, but still Lawson finished ahead in P6, Leclerc P7. So there was a little bit of a, I would say, not say shaky, but just a period where Leclerc maybe had a bit of instability with himself, with his engineer. P11 there at Baku, Singapore. It was P4 for us in Singapore, and then the race before that where it was simulated again, he got P10. So Leclerc definitely does better when we are managing him. And good news for him, we're managing these next 2 races. Let's get into it. But before that, money, come to me, come to Andretti. I mean, we don't get the 3 million for any mandatory activities. That's a little bit frustrating, but 3.7, still tidy, 34 million. Lovely, lovely. And a final sponsor target may just see us out 7-week plan. So that'll be to the end of the year, won't it be? I hope so. A little bit of a bumper at the end of the season. But now we're ready to go in to the race. Oh my, the parts are washed. Oh dear. Should we do a back of the grid? Should we do a back of the grid here in Abu Dhabi to give us a good engine for the final race? I feel like we should, because these are awful. And like, what have we got to lose? Like, even if we lost out to a Porsche, I wouldn't be that mad at the constructors. But also, I don't think they're going to score that well. It costs 5 million, though, actually, in hindsight. In hindsight, no. I want to save money. We're going to have to just firm the really poor engine, I think. I mean, let's put this one in for practice. Really wring the neck out of that one. The only thing Leclerc has good for him is 1 gearbox, 100%. All right, Q1. Let's go out early, boys. Let's set a nice lap time in clean air if we can. And, hopefully, just sit back and relax then after the first initial laps. Abu Dhabi's always a tricky one in the race. Tyre wear will be a factor for sure that we have to keep check of. What? Red flag. Oh, no. No. Lawson's crashed.
Oh, that's where they hit the wall.
I'm sorry. What? I was expecting a much bigger crash. That's nothing. How is that a red flag? How is that a red flag? And also, don't tell me he's got damage from that. That was like a love tap. He's out. He's out because of that. Are you kidding? He didn't even dent the tech pro barrier. Like, what? Okay, for the second time in a row now in episodes, Lawson's crashed in a qualifying session. Last time it was Singapore. And from that, he had a very tough time recovering. So, GG's, Lawson, your race weekend might be over. Leclerc, we can go back out, but okay. Rather frustrating and odd way to start the episode in terms of the track action, but there we go. You know what I think? I think Lawson secretly is kind of just over the season. He's just seen that we're in third, and he's like, oh, the job's done, isn't it, boss? Like, we could just clock off. I think that's what he's thinking, because where has this suddenly come from? Just him crashing in quali consistently. Right, Leclerc sets his time, 1:22, 0.005 off Colapinto is pretty good. Oh, Ocon does come in with a good lap time. Okay, fair enough. Maybe Porsche do have something about them, but we shall see. The mighty Leclerc with questionable engine parts of about 30% wear. Well, I hope still do the job. I mean, he's still looking pretty good in terms of the qualifying times. I mean, although, look how much quicker Behrman and Piastri is. Both Audi and Ferrari look unreal. Piastri, 0.064 off Behrman. Behrman is 5/10 quicker than Antonelli. And he's 7/10 quicker than the Red Bull Ford of Tsunoda. Honestly, I said it last time. Check their engines. Check everything, FIA. It's incredibly close elsewhere, but I think we should be fine. I'm pretty confident we should get through into the next part of qualifying. But there is only about 2/10 separating 6 drivers there, and that's the fight for Q3. So that will be quite tight. The Q1 is a given. We're through. But I think, honestly, it will be a really close call for Q2, especially with our car just not being at its maximum performance. And Lawson's last place. Fantastic. Oh, my God. That love tap broke his chassis, front wing, and suspend. I'm just done. I'm done. Really, Brittany? And we don't... We need to now spend money on an emergency because you crashed in qualifying. Lawson, you're testing my patience. $1.2 million. Lawson, you are on thin ice, my friend. You are on thin ice, okay? You're on thin ice. Oh, my good lord. Another 900k. We're over 2 million now. Lawson's cost us. Thankfully, there is a spare chassis, but 2 million, Lawson. 2.1 million you've cost us in one race. Just not good enough. I'm docking your pay. Right, Leclerc. Charles. Baby. Please, give us the goods. Right, Leclerc comes through, crossing the line. 123 dead. Whether that's going to be enough or not, I actually have no idea. But let's see how others do their laps and see. Bortoletto behind us. Lando 1.4. Oh my god. Behrman 1.4 ahead of us. Lando's 1.3. And we're 3/10 off poor chair there. So I feel like, yes, we will have to definitely go again. Going to go on that same set of tyres. I think we can try and save 2 sets for Q3 if that's possible. Green first sector. Green second sector. Good. Leclerc, come on. Let's jump you up from P14 to P7. Very fine. We could still get knocked out. But that's good. That's good. We're into the top 10 for now. But things are really... Without Ferrari and Porsche, this would be a incredibly competitive grid right now. But Ferrari and Porsche... Ferrari and Audi, sorry, not Porsche. Ferrari and Audi are there. And they're scarily good. As I said before, for next season, this bodes very well for them. And they carry that speed over for next year's car. Depends, you know, maybe they blew all their R&D on this year's car. And they're not going to be able to, you know, research enough for next year. Who knows? So maybe Ferrari are betting everything on this season's Constructors' Championship as we are... Oh, my God, we're on thin ice. Poor Chair, the championship leader, he could also get knocked out with Leclerc here. We're both at the checkered flag. Oh, poor Chair's out. Poor Chair is out, and it's down to the Williams cars. Will Browning or Stoffel Van Dorn knock me out? Browning does not go quick enough, and Van Dorn looks slow. Is he even finishing a lap? No, he's not. We just creep into the top 10. Teo Pourchaire, honestly, he's lucky that he was so good and the car was so dominant at the start of the season, because this drop-off is mad. But he's so far ahead in the championship, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It will matter, though, for the constructors, because Ferrari clearly are just aiming for 1-2s or 1-3s, basically. And Antonelli will have a penalty, and Russell as well. Right, I don't want to apply all the pressure on you, Charles, but we are riding the entire race weekend success on this qualifying lap. If this isn't good, then, you know, you'll probably still recover a couple of positions, but obviously your teammate Lawson's down in last. So, well and truly, brother, it's all on you, okay? It's all on you. If you don't do well, the entire weekend is in disarray. So, yeah, no pressure, but also equally a lot of pressure. It's a 1:22.4. That's better than the first lap he did in Q2, but others will definitely go quicker. He's got another fresh tyre in there, so he will be able to go again for a competitive lap time. We'll get that ready now. Oh, we could actually... Oh, no, that was on a scrub set, was that? Okay, we might be able to do... I don't know. There's not enough time for 2 laps, but we have at least... That's good to know. At least we have a fresh set of tyres for tomorrow's race then, softs. But right now, P5, seems like quite a few others didn't do such a great first lap, as we'll send Leclerc out now in a decent pocket of clean air. It's been a questionable lap for Leclerc. Yellow first sector, green the middle. Right now, Antonelli, O'Ward ahead of us have gone to the checkered flag. Ocon won't go any quicker, so that's good. I feel like Piastri will definitely go quicker. Colapinto could, so maybe we're aiming for around P7. You know, my lucky number. Leclerc doesn't improve. That yellow first sector was too doo-doo for that. Piastri is on a flyer, but he may get blocked actually by this Porsche. And the Porsche's actually also on a lap maybe of Russell. Let's see as they go to the line. And no! Wow, we stayed P5. Colapinto did go better, but not better than us. Piastri, that's a bit of a shocker for him. So it'll again be O'Ward actually being very good in the Audi. He'll be up to P3 with Antonelli down the order with a penalty. And Behrman, taking a lot of momentum for that race win in Bahrain then, with a win here, with a pole position here. It's another 1-2 for Ferrari in quali. I think Leclerc, again, we're aiming to maybe just finish here, P5. I think top 5, maybe top 6 if, you know, Colapinto wants to come back at us. Antonelli will probably come back at us. But kind of almost a similar sort of position we're aiming for like you were in Bahrain. The difference is Lawson's down in last place. So what we can do with him, I have no clue. Right, so Leclerc's strategy is going to be starting on the softs. I hope that it's going to allocate the fresh set of softs that we had saved from quali. Then hards, then mediums. All 3 tyres used. Could have gone maybe medium, but I feel like I think just go for that hard to extend it and give us a bit better delta at the end with the mediums. And with Lawson, it's a 1-stop. Basically, he's last, so I'm not expecting a lot. I just want to see how this strategy could work. Maybe going really long on hards, where you can see the 2 dots of blue. So it's going to be a very slow stint, and then going to mediums. Let's see, I don't know. He could be a bit of a nuisance out there for track position, I guess. But apart from that, I mean, we'll just see. I'm going to obviously focus on Leclerc a bit more because he's actually got a chance to score well. With Lawson, I'll keep tabs and maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised by the end.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. The Williams driver, their attention purely on the race now.
There's potential for them starting 10th. If luck goes their way in the race, they could move up the pack.
Right, let's get to it then. Anything could happen. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And it's
Lights out and away we go. Leclerc from P4. It's going to be Ferrari domination, I suspect. But can we maybe get the one up on the Audi? Leclerc early into turn 1. But O'Ward will be the last one out of that section in P3. And Leclerc moves down to P4, but that's fine. Staying in P4 is fine by me. Colapinto. Oh my God, Franco Colapinto, big dive for him, and he's up to P4. So maybe this is the beginning of the end in terms of pace for Lawson. You're going to calm things down. I put him on -2 of fuel, by the way, because he's going so long. I thought he can definitely save some fuel over the course of the race, basically. But yeah, Lawson's got a long day in the office. Meanwhile, Leclerc looking to try and stick with this pack. But I mean, like the pattern has been with this Andretti car. You know, once we stop pushing, it does like to fall away quite a fair bit, but that's because we're sticking to our strategy of always maintaining good tyre wear over the course of the stints, whereas others seem to like to wreck their tyres consistently through the stint. Tyre temp's not actually going that up too much, so yeah, in a pretty good region, I think. Ocon's got us, that's fine, that's fine. Piastri will probably get us, but then there'll probably be a gap to Hadjar. Don't expect Hadjar and Browning to bother me. So Piastri probably will overtake us. We'll be down to P7. That's where we were in Singapore. And then we came back for P4 in Singapore. So let's not worry about that. Meanwhile, where's Lawson? Still last. Oh dear. He is, the pace is non-existent. Long day in the office for him. Okay, I said Hadjar wasn't going to annoy us. Browning might. The Williams is overtaking us. Okay, we might have significantly less pace than we hoped with this worn engine. This, it might be quite a comical finale, potentially, I don't know, because we are getting overtaken by Hadjar and Browning nearly. Pace isn't looking great.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, mamma mia. Mamma mia, we are in the bin. Right, sit rep on lap 9 on to 10. Ollie Behrman leads a Ferrari 1-2. The two Scuderia fighting with each other. And there's a big gap of 7 seconds then to O'Ward. Although, oh, what is it? Look at this Ferrari fight. My word. Norris v Behrman, the two Brits. Incredible fighting as Hadjar has overtaken Leclerc. He's been kind of, you know, swapping positions with Hadjar this entire time. Browning's fallen away a little bit with tyre wear. Poor Chair now is up to 10th. The championship leader, of course. Ahead is Ocon, who is now falling away a bit, maybe with tyre wear of his own. Antonelli is recovered and is now on the back of the Audis. Looks like it's an AAGP v Audi race here. Piastri, Colapinto, O'Ward next, all together. And then there's clearly a difference then to Ferrari. So for us, I reckon we come back to overtake Hadjar and Ocon. So maybe P7 is the max we're hoping for. P4 could be possible. Something like that, if these guys face a lot of tyre wear, if something happens. But realistically, now, I think it's going to be very unlikely. This is like Singapore, where we get up to P4. I think P7 could be the best bet. Meanwhile, for Lawson, he is picking up pace now, and he's closing up to Maloney in the Mercedes car. So he's doing something. Right, I'm going to start pushing Leclerc. He's P8. So it's because of Ocon's pit. Ocon's got a car issue as well, though. So that's pretty good. We'll start pushing him. See if we can get Hadjar on this lap if we can. With some DRS and ERS usage. A lot of battery there. Come on. Let's use it. I know the engine's on its last legs, but we can get something done at least. Right, up to P7, which is good. And good for us is Pourchaire is being attacked by the Williams. Unbelievable. The downfall of the championship leader must be studied this season. Right, pushing and we're pulling away. Oh, no. I was going to say pulling away from Hadjar. We were briefly, but looks like he has the straight line speed to keep up with us. What's the lap times like? 130, 130. What? Oh, our lap times are horrible behind Hadjar.
That's what I have.
Oh, my days. That's all you have. That's never good. That's never a good radio to hear. Right, we're going to box this lap with Leclerc. We've gone very, very long with him. Lawson's got a car issue. Minor ERS problem. This car is falling apart at the end of the season. It really is. Right, Leclerc's in. And we are out behind everyone we are fighting because we went quite long into that stint. And we fell off the cliff. But now, hopefully, we can come back a little bit with the hard tyres. Meanwhile, Lawson's up to P8 with this very long first stint. So, you know, he is annoying some people out there. Multiple cars crashing involved. Oh, no, don't tell me it's near Lawson. Okay, no, it's not. It's right behind Lawson. It's Luke Browning. Oh, and the Porsche. Good stuff, Luke. Good stuff. Taking out the Porsche. We love you. We love you for that. Right, Leclerc, P11. What are we saying? We're ahead of Ocon. We're behind Pourchaire. Oh, Ocon's tyres are rubbish. They're really rubbish. Okay, we should have an advantage then on everyone. Oh, no. Oh, no. Lawson span. Lawson span. No, no. What are you doing, man? The hairpin. No, no, Liam. When you're doing a one-stop, you got to at least keep it going in a somewhat of a good straight line. He's now coming back at Browning, maybe. He's actually over... He's maybe... Oh, no, he's tried to re-overtake him, but it's not really worked. And now he's a bit of a bottleneck. Oh, you know what? Lawson's helped out Leclerc there. Don't fight your teammate. Don't fight your teammate. Let him by. Let him by. Right, we've got Leclerc right behind Browning. Pourchaire caught up right behind him. This is for P7. So I was correct. P7 is what we're fighting for. You can tell by the 20-second gap from... oh, my days. From this car to there, Colapinto. That's crazy. And then there's a bigger gap. Well, not a similar gap from O'Ward to Norris. So we've got 3 different groups going on here. Right, we're pulling away a little bit from Théo Pourchaire. This has been a good stint for Leclerc. On these hard tyres, been a good stint. Need to watch the tyre temps, though. But 3.6 ahead of Pourchaire. Yeah, that's a really good stint. And he's on softs as well. So we'll be quicker in the last stint on mediums, you would hope. Yeah, I think Leclerc can actually... Now this is convincing me Leclerc could do this. He can do this, P7. Lawson, P15, yet to pit. So he's gone from last to 15th, basically. Because everyone's now made one pit stop, and now we're all making another one. So he's jumped up a little bit. Maybe he can push a bit, you know. I think he can push. Right, going to pit for Lawson onto the medium tyres. He's done a decent stint on the hards. I think he's done a very decent stint on the hards. And Leclerc's done an even better stint on his hards. But to be fair, compared to Lawson, he has obviously the ability to push really hard on them, knowing that he's coming off them in like 5 laps time now. But Lawson's out in P16, so you know, he only lost 1 position in the pit stop. He's saving fuel right now. Let's see where he can go on the mediums. Right, Théo Pourchaire with the fast lap of the Grand Prix as Colapinto just overtakes us, having made his pit stop. So, yeah, AAGP have actually improved since the last races, and they're in a world of their own with Audi, and then Ferrari are just on a different planet further ahead with Behrman. Another fast lap of the Grand Prix now, stealing it away from Pourchaire, who's now on hard himself. So we will be on the quicker compound at the end of this race. It's optimal pit stop time now for Leclerc. I feel like it's now the time to push like a stabbed rat. What's the last lap? 128 dead. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. 128.3. Okay, come in now. Come in now. Medium. Right, Leclerc's in and out, and he's going to be behind Hadjar, behind Pourchaire. Might be just behind Tsunoda and Gasly. No! Ooh, just behind them. But we've got fuel. We've got tyre wear. It's time to cook. Leclerc, it is time to cook, my man. Let's go, let's go. Get the DRS move done on Tsunoda.
Still 14 laps to go.
And let's push the fuel. And let's catch up to Gasly if we can as well, please. Gasly with the fast after the Grand Prix, so he's pushing quite hard, but he's on... Is he on softs? No, he's on mediums. But he's on warm mediums, so we should be able to catch him. And Lawson, quietly, he's up to P14, you know?
Okay, copy.
That's not bad. P14? Leclerc's right now P10. What's the difference? Only 9 seconds between the two. That's not bad for what a weird, like you know, very long-term strategy we put Lawson on. I'm happy with him. He's doing this one stop brilliantly. Right, we're closing to Gasly, who's also closing to Hadjar. All in a similar battle, all together here as we're trying to bring down the tyre temps for Leclerc right now. He's watching Gasly v Hadjar for P8. Further up the road is Pourchaire, so this is critical that we get past them as soon as we can. Good Leclerc. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Lawson overtakes Browning as well. So that's a position for Lawson. He's honestly impressed me with this last place recovery. This is actually really good for Lawson. That's decent. And then Leclerc, double overtake on Gasly and Hadjar. Come on, mate. Come on. Right, Leclerc has been pushing like an absolute stabbed rat. What a man. And he's looking for that P7, that maximum position we can hope for today. Let's go to shoulder cam, shall we? Or even visor cam. Let's see this in visor cam. As he goes on the inside, Théo Pourchaire, what can he do? He can do absolutely nothing. The Frenchman must yield. Although... Does he have DRS? Oh, no, we have DRS. Okay, good. Yeah, we are fast now, mate. We are fast now. Get on with it. Push away and solidify that P7, mate. Lawson's P11 right now, but he's got another car issue. It's a minor gearbox fault, and we've also got to save a bit of fuel, so Russell's going to re-overtake him, but I'm actually really impressed with him. P12, ahead of Tsunoda, Browning, who was racing us at one point, Bortoletto, Ocon, who I know has a car issue, but still. And the fact he's racing Russell, he's racing a Porsche, you know, that we're fighting the constructors, and he's just overtaken him. Yeah, this has been a good one-stop for Lawson, no doubt. Right, last lap for Lawson. He could even maybe... Could he dare get a points finish? Is there time? Leclerc, he's going to be comfortably ahead of Théo Pourchaire. It's going to be Ollie Behrman that's going to win this race. And actually, we've got a whole lap to go because Behrman's on his lead lap here and Leclerc's here, further up the road. So we've got a whole other lap to go. Behrman's going to win it. Again, he wins another race in F1 with Ferrari. That, to be honest, I'm really proud of him. He's doing really well in Ferrari now. I'm very proud. I'm like a proud father. And Lando P2, 1-2 for Ferrari. Big points versus Red Bull. Porsche only P8. Lawson closing to Gasly. Is there half a chance for maybe a point for Lawson here? Yeah, it's going to be a 1-2 for Ferrari, like I said. Antonelli, P3. 2 Audis, Colapinto. Leclerc has done very well to hold off everyone he could and fight everyone he could for P7. That's the maximum we could have hoped today as a team. And Lawson, I mean, he's so close. He was 1.5 seconds off the points from last place on a one-stop. That's actually more impressive to me. Really good job. Really good job, Lawson, as one of the Ferraris has run out of fuel on the line. But Ollie Behrman, another win for Ferrari. Very good for him. Very good for him. It means in the championship, Ollie Behrman moves up to second, ahead of Lando, ahead of the more senior man in the team. honestly, like I said, very proud of Behrman. You know, we couldn't deliver him a championship in Audi. We won the Constructors with Audi, but we couldn't get him in the drivers' title fight. He let himself down a little bit, to be honest, in that season, but he's not letting himself down here in Ferrari. He's performing very well. That's really cool to see from afar. Constructors... Oh, there you go! There you go. Ferrari not messing about in 2029. They have overtaken. They have dethroned Red Bull Ford. That's massive. Red Bull Ford have been in the lead for the entire season. And in the final 2 races, Ferrari dethroned them and will go to win this Constructors into the final race, I think. And for us, 6 points ahead of Porsche. I think we're looking good to solidify a very overachieving P3 in the first season here with Andretti. Yeah, that's really, really good with us. Teo Porcher, I assume he's already been crowned the champion, to be honest. Like, mathematically, there's no way he can lose, right? So Teo Porcher, honestly, has entered his villain arc this season and has got that championship. He lost to Antonelli, who's only in P5 this season with AAGP. So, yeah, big shift in momentum for the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors, you know. AAGP down in P5, Audi P6. Like I said, these 2 teams at the start of the episode were fighting for P1 and 2 last season. Now, no more. Very, very different landscape of Formula 1 in 2029. And Leclerc grows to 93. What a man. Honestly, this is a great revival for him. Remember, at one point, I think he had slumped down to like 88 rating. So he's had a lovely little second glory comeback in his career of his as he's grown to 93. I think matching like some of the second best drivers on the grid. I think overall, I think Antonelli must be 94. Yeah, 94. But Leclerc now matches. He's actually better than Teo Porcher, the championship leader. Oh, you know what? That's sick. Behrman's grown to the best driver on the grid now. It used to be Antonelli, but now Behrman, our original star man from season 1, we had a hand in this. 95 rated for Behrman. That's pretty cool. But Leclerc, he's our man right now. 93. Good stuff. And by the way, in terms of our driver contracts, obviously I inherited whatever, you know, Andretti/Alpine had signed. It looks like they had signed Leclerc and Lawson on a 2-year deal at least. You know, well, Leclerc was on a long-term deal of 5 years since he signed for Alpine. But Lawson had come into the team and they had matched him on the year. So both will be out of contract at the end of next season. I'm pretty happy with both Leclerc and Lawson, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think we should maybe consider changing Lawson? Or should we just stick with him? Right, race targets for the final race. 12th or higher for Leclerc, just showing maybe where the car has slumped to at the very end of the season. But, you know, like I said, needs must. You know, we've got a game plan for next year. So we're just going to try and have fun with it. And to be fair, that Abu Dhabi race was actually quite fun. You know, getting Leclerc, definitely getting him to 7th place. And then actually seeing Lawson do so well in the recovery. So hopefully if he doesn't bloody crash this time in qualifying, he could also have a pretty good race, I think. So this is what the parts are looking like for the final race. Liam's cooked. Liam's got all damaged parts. 47% engine damaged. Well, okay, 1 ERS that's not broken, but 44%. And then 41 gearbox. So it's not ideal, but it is what it is. Right, let's go into qualifying. And let's not have a crash, guys. Okay, I'm looking at you, Lawson. You can go out first, okay? Maybe you've been jealous about Leclerc going first all the time. So you can go first. And I'm watching you with eagle eyes. Okay? Leclerc, go out now. I'm going to stay on board with Lawson. Keep an eye on him. Going to regularly check in on him. He's not crashed yet. He's not crashed yet. This is starting off well. He's not crashed. He's going along well. He might even finish the lap here. Oh, he's finished the qualifying lap and not crashed. Well done, mate. And he's gone quicker than Leclerc, actually. Fair play, Liam. Good stuff. I think hopefully we can relax for now in Q1. And then the stress will come in Q2 as we only narrowly got through into the top 10 shootout in Abu Dhabi. And then that actually went on to be a good quali in the top 10. So it just shows Q2 is actually so competitive. And you can actually have an easier time in the top 10 once you've got through into that top 10 shootout. Because maybe, you know, people don't perform. They have only that one tyre to go, whereas Q2, you might burn 2 sets and it becomes very, very tense. And Lawson, well, up until that point where Ferrari finally came in with some good laps, Lawson's actually set a very competitive time. 3:10 ahead of Leclerc. That's a really good first competitive time for him. And I'm hoping not too many people improve here in the bottom, because Leclerc's P12 right now. P13. Please say we're fine. Please say we're fine. Please say we're fine. We should be good, right? No one's going to go quicker here. Both Mercs, Haas, Williams. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Panic averted. Panic averted. It's all good. It's all good. But Ferrari 1-2. Behrman with a penalty, but it really... Well, Teo Porcher has already wrapped up the championship, although we didn't see a cutscene ever for him. But it really seems like this is going to be a victory parade for Ferrari in their Constructors' Championship win for the first time in the entire series on this game. All right, here we go. Here we go. Lawson, you can go out again. You can go out again. And then Leclerc. We'll wait, and go. Again, I'll watch Leclerc. I'll watch Lawson. Don't crash. Don't crash, mate. Don't crash. All good, all good. You're starting lap now, mate. Keep it calm. Keep it steady. Keep it steady. Yeah, all good. Like that, like that. Yes, Liam. See? One lap at a time. You can finish these quali laps. I don't know why I keep saying it now. He's not a baby, but, you know, I am, yeah, he crashed twice. So, Leclerc, though, has done better that time. He's very equally matched Lawson, actually. So, that's maybe where our car is and where's that car going to place in terms of the ladder once people come in for another lap or their first laps in the case of some. They're in the drop zone right now. At the moment, Behrman will go quicker, won't he? Colapinto as well. I think we'll just get through into like P7, 8 or 8, 9 maybe. Let's see. Colapinto. Ooh, Colapinto in the drop zone right now. Okay, that's good for us. That's good for us. Right, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. Oh! Red flag! Luke Browning in the Williams. Oh, it's a big shunt. It's a big shunt for Luke Browning. Says it how it is. British lad says it how it is. The car's mashed, man. Right, red flag. Is there enough time to go out for another lap? We're 7 and 8 right now, so that's good. But is there enough time to go again? Is there going to be a last-minute bit of drama? There's enough time to go again, so I'll wait for everyone to go, and then I'll be at the back of the train with Lawson and back of the train with Leclerc. Right, I think that should be enough to get us to the line. Lawson starts a lap, Leclerc starts a lap. Great. Okay, cool. So Leclerc's literally the last man on track, I think. Yeah, he is. And Lawson's there in second last in both. Well, since everyone's on flyers, no one should get in anyone's way is the hope, really. So let's see what they can do. It's 2 yellows, though, for Lawson. 2 yellows for Leclerc. Seems like no one's improving. No one's improving. Certainly our drivers aren't. So it's going to be 7 and 8. And, yeah, no one improved. The track conditions were really poor there. So we're both through into the top 10. Behrman and Porcher with penalties. So could actually be on for a pretty good grid slot, actually, at this point. Yeah, that's decent. All right. Lawson, guard again. It's been working for us. You going first, then Leclerc second. No rain, though, right? It looks a bit overcast. No, it's okay. It's okay. No rain for this entire race weekend. So unlike last time's finale, where it was very exciting with some rain, we're going to have a dry Sao Paulo race, which will equally still be exciting. Sao Paulo is a great circuit, no matter what the conditions. And Lawson goes top. Leclerc matches, obviously not going to be top for too long, but I hope that's a semi-competitive time. Yellow flags, because Porcher has locked up, so he has made a mistake in his last race of this campaign, where I very much think he's already been crowned the champion, so he doesn't really need to even prove anything. He is a worthy winner. He absolutely steamrolled everyone in the first part of the season. Right, Leclerc, send him out. Good gap there for him. And then I'm going to send out Lawson now. There we go. Just ahead of Antonelli. Just behind Leclerc. Good amount of clean air for both drivers. And Leclerc with a green last sector does improve slightly. Not that much, though. But P6. If Lawson get P7, I'll be pretty happy with that, to be honest. So let's see how he does. First sector green. Good. Is he catching someone? I feel like he's catching someone. Yeah, he is catching someone. Does he get... Oh, okay, good. He gets out of the way. He gets out of the way. I think that was Leclerc, actually, on his lap. Yeah, that was Leclerc. Leclerc got out of the way. Green, green. You know what? I fancy Lawson to out-qualify Charles here. Lawson to the line. P8 at the moment. 2 green sectors. Crosses the line. Goes P6. Good stuff, Liam. Good stuff. Good stuff. He's come back strong after that dismal qualifying in Abu Dhabi where he crashed out. P7 and 8 for the last race. I think we could aim for 6, 7. I think we can get Tsunoda. Paul Chair, to be fair, has got a penalty. So even though he looks good here, he's got a penalty and we beat him in Abu Dhabi. So maybe 5, 6. But definitely 6, 7 I think we can get. And Behrman and Pourchaire with a penalty, actually. I forgot that will actually elevate us, of course. If it's a 5 place for Pourchaire, we'll be up 1 with Liam. And Leclerc will... Well, he'll stay in P9. But Liam will be up 1 position, at least minimum. If Behrman's got more than... Well, actually, no. If Behrman's got a 5 place, that'll push him to 7th. Then Lawson would move up. So it might be 2. Might be 2 positions. Right, here we go, lads. P5 and 7. Kind of almost where... You know, we've been floating around most of the season, to be honest, qualifying-wise. For the last race of the Andretti 2029 campaign, this is it to the Brazilian Grand Prix.
And now, it's time for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Lights down, away we go. Lawson, P5. What can he do off the line? Let's go. High aggression, please, for both drivers. Liam on the outside of Tsunoda. I feel like he should be able to get Yuki. He is IRL former teammate from Visa Cash App RB. Good mates in real life. Lawson is up to P4 now. Tucked up. Oh, look at this. Tucked up behind Antonelli. And on the softs versus O'Wall's hard tyres, I think that is. Lawson can get up into P3. He's loving life on the softs. Leclerc, P7. So at least stays P7 then. Looking to try and get Ocon maybe. But Lawson's really on one right now. Love it, love it. Keep going, keep going. Could even get Antonelli, I wonder. Let's see. Let's calm down the tyre temps and the fuel. But Lawson, I'll stick with the fuel for a little bit because he could get Antonelli down this straight. He could get him. DRS available. Might go for the move. Yes, he will. Liam Lawson up to 2nd place. Wow. Man is flying. Man is flying. And Leclerc's up to P6. I think we're actually the odd ones out on softs, along with Antonelli and Browning. So that's going to be quite interesting. Usually I'm not the one that goes softs when others go harder compounds, but I feel good about the 2-stop. I think this sort of strategy worked really well in Abu Dhabi, so let's stick with it. Let's stick with it. All right, Lawson is probably going to come under pressure from Antonelli. Maybe even O'Ward, because the Audi's so quick, even if he is on hard tyres. But let's not panic too much. We're not really aiming for the podium, I don't think. I think we're aiming for P5, 6, which is where Leclerc is trying to get up to. Oh, yellow flags. Oh, O'Ward crashed. Oh, my. Where's he crashed into? Lock up or what? Is it a spin? Yeah, it's a big spin. And it's in the same place where Hülkenberg retired in the real life sprint, wasn't it, in Sao Paulo? So O'Ward is out of things. He's down and out. Colapinto's also down and out. So these are some free positions that we can enjoy as Lawson maintains 2nd right now. Antonelli gets him. That's fine. That's fine. Just stick with him. Just stick with him. And he's doing just that. He is sticking with him. That's good. Oh, it's getting a bit darker. Tsunoda now warming up a little bit. Tsunoda now the quickest car on track on the mediums. And Norris isn't too far away, you know. We're keeping up with the Ferrari. And where's Behrman? Behrman P10 recovering still, and Pourchaire as well. Tsunoda's got us. The medium tyre, I think, is now the quicker race tyre at this stage. You know, it will be 83% to our 68. 68 for us, and Antonelli's on 80. And he's... Oh, my days. Antonelli's cooking. What? 80% on the soft. And he's got P1 now. What? What is it? Huh? And where's this tyre whispering come from? Bloody hell. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Lawson re-overtook Tsunoda. Will now get re-overtaken again. When are we pitting? I think we're on track for our tyre wear, so I'm not too worried. Right, Antonelli's fallen away in P2. Lawson is actually still scrapping with Tsunoda and Ocon for P3. But that's allowed, crucially, Théo Pourchaire to close up and recover. So, with Behrman out of it, Could the reigning champ, well, not the reigning champ, the new incoming champion, could he get on the podium in the final race as a nice little gift to himself, you know, just to celebrate a bit with a bit of champagne on the podium for the last race, winning the championship? As Browning spun it, he's gone down the order, so that's one less car to worry about. And that's actually after Leclerc overtook him, so Leclerc putting the pressure on the junior drivers. And doing okay in P7, but frustratingly, Piastri and Russell will annoy him. They're quicker cars, he'll get annoyed by that. I hope he can just stick with them and get pulled along to this pack that Lawson's in. But Lawson, having said that, Lawson's now been comfortably overtaken by Tsunoda and Ocon. What's our tyre wear saying? I feel like we've got really bad tyre wear compared to most. Like, how has Antonelli kept 65% tyre wear on that soft? That's ridiculous. I'm going to push flat out now with both drivers. Let's see what we can do on the next lap. 1:15 dead. 1:14.2. Right, going to come in with Lawson now. This is the optimum time to come in. Onto hards. And then Leclerc, I trust to go another lap, I think. Right, Leclerc can go another lap. Lawson's in. Oh, what a stinky pit stop. Oh, pit stop issue. That's frustrating. Guys, what are you doing? Lawson fighting for 3, 4 maybe. That's not going to help his cause. But he's on his way. Right, Leclerc, pit stop 2.2. That's a bit more like it. From them. Thank you. Right, got Lawson and Leclerc pushing. Then we'll go to avoid high-risk curbs to bring the temps down when they do go up. And we'll basically play it like that. Right now, Lawson P13, Leclerc P14. But a lot of people yet to pit, I assume. Yeah, a lot of people yet to pit. We're actually the leading people that have made a pit stop, so we're very odd out. Antonelli, the fact he's still going on softs is crazy. So he's probably doing a 1-stop, but a very audacious low tire compound 1-stop, if that makes sense, in terms of the soft and medium. I mean, right, we're still P11, P14 with Leclerc. Still waiting on people to make their pit stop, but it's surely going to come soon, right? Antonelli's in now, finally. Where is he going to come out? That's going to be interesting. Lawson's there. Ooh, it's going to be close. Antonelli's out ahead. Antonelli, he's good. He's cooked us. He's got more pace today, Antonelli. He's got more pace today. Behrman and Lando, both Ferraris with car issues, but both 1 in 3 now. Pourchaire's recovered to P2. He's fastest lap. So in the final race, it could very poetically be the 2 Ferraris and Pourchaire sharing the podium, i.e. the Drivers' Champion and the 2 Constructors' Champions of Ferrari. That would be quite fitting, to be honest. Right, Lawson's up to P6 now. Leclerc makes an overtake on Maloney, but he's still kind of a bit far off getting some positions. So despite Lawson having that pit stop issue, Leclerc's still feeling quite out of it in terms of the race, whereas Lawson is back up into some of these higher positions as people are still coming in for their pit stops, and we are annoying Pourchaire. Not anymore. He's got us. It's fine. To be expected. Colapinto in there. Lando pits. Where is he going to come out? Ooh, yeah. Ferrari are good. I think it's going to be a Ferrari 1-2. And I think Pourchaire is gunning to try and make it P3, but I think Antonelli may just stop him. But Lawson just got Pourchaire back. Okay. Go on, son. Oh, no. What happened? He lost 3 positions.
Now down at the center S.
Oh, that's our engine. Oh, the engine wear. It's disgusting. That's bad. That's pretty bad. Right, pushing with Lawson. We've actually got Behrman right behind us. So Behrman may not be a guaranteed podium. I thought he was actually doing quite well, but it's just because he hadn't pit yet. So he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to join his teammate for the podium to celebrate Ferrari's constructors today. And Leclerc's really struggling in this traffic. I think he's just been with Russell the entire time and getting very frustrated with him. And because of him, he can't pull any more positions, which is annoying. Lawson now going to push him like a stabbed rat because the pit stop window will come in. With Leclerc, I might be tempted to go to softs just to give him a better fighting chance because he is not clearing any of these cars. He's not clearing Russell, and he needs to. I feel like Russell's really ruined our entire race with Leclerc. Ironically, it's with Porsche, and Lawson's with Ocon. And we're kind of stuck with Ocon. Although, to be fair, we're in a big train with the 2 Red Bulls as well. But yeah, going to push really hard with Lawson and then pit in very soon, I think. Yeah, okay, let's pit in now. Medium. Come in with Lawson. Good pit stop for Lawson. Good pit stop. Good pit stop. Right, Lawson pits. And Lawson... Oh, my days. That is the biggest indication of how badly this race has gone for Leclerc. Lawson's pit and come out ahead of him. Russell, I hate you. Russell, I hate you. You ruined Leclerc's race. You ruined it. Look at my lips. You ruined it. Right, Leclerc's in. 2.4 for the soft compound tyre. He's in... Well, once he gets Maloney, he will be in clean air. So I hope he can do some work. Meanwhile, Lawson has just got Russell. And he's doing well. He's in no man's land right now. But let's see how this filters out. I feel like others are going to still make pit stops. And Lawson just sets fast after the Grand Prix. Is that? Yeah. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. 10 laps to go. Lawson's P9. Tsunoda just ran wide. Are these guys going to make another pit stop? We're the lead car on a 2-stop right now. Lawson is. As we're having a go at Piastri, but are these guys going to go to the end? I mean, what's their tyre wear like? They could definitely try and get to the end now. They have done so much better on tyre wear. For once, the AI have actually done better than me at tyre wear. Fair play. Maybe we really should have gone for the 1-stop. I don't know. Right, Leclerc's up to P8. He got Piastri. He's actually pulled away from Piastri. He's now closing up to Ocon. I think that is. Oh, no, 6 seconds. 6 seconds the gap. Really? Okay, there's a lot of time to find here, but... Hoping maybe these last laps could be a bit of glory run for Lawson. For Leclerc, he might finish this season out the points, which is not ideal, but our engine was very worn, to be fair. Very, very worn. 39% engine can't be good. Liam's got, what, 43%? So actually, Leclerc's got a worse engine than Lawson, so maybe that's why they're so different. So as we go towards the last lap of the Grand Prix, Ollie Behrman is leading this race. What a recovery drive for Behrman. He is just, I think, just overtaken Lando. Lando might come back at him. Lando's had a car issue, a bigger car issue than him, basically. So that's maybe why he came back at him. But the 2 Ferraris swapped positions for a 1-2 onto the last lap. They've cooked. They've cooked. It's a 1-2 for the Constructors' Champions. It's going to be Antonelli, the reigning champ, that's going to give over the championship to the man off the podium, Théo Pourchaire. Lawson in the last race is going to be the better driver of the 2 here. Probably just with the better car, to be honest. Better engine today. He is in P8. Going to score a couple of points there, but Leclerc... Just, I think his car was on its last legs, to be honest. So we're going to see out the race. Lawson's had a valiant effort. Yeah, Lawson's had a valiant effort. He's nearly closed up to Hadjar. But there you go. Lando Norris wins this one. Behrman, what a recovery for P2. It's a 1-2 for the Constructors' Champions of Scuderia Ferrari. GG's, fair play. They have done absolutely amazingly to come back and beat Red Bull Ford like that. And the new F1 World Champion in 2029, Théo Pourchaire, comes through for P5. He steamrolled the first half of the season. So, all he had to do was relax. P8 and 12 is not where we'll want to be next season, but I think we really forfeited the end of this year to put parts into research, to not spend as much money on new parts and stuff and new engine bits, to make sure we have a lot of financial stability at the start of next season to catapult us to more glory.
Good job, guys.
And Leclerc still saying a good job. GG's, mate. So in the Drivers' Championship, with that last race win, Lando actually secures second in the standings, just ahead of Behrman. But I think Behrman is on for an amazing season in 2030. I feel like Ferrari are absolutely going to be the team to beat. So that's going to be epic. We are going to be managing Andretti, a kind of newly found team in its second season, and we're going to be hoping that we can get anywhere close to Behrman's Ferrari, the driver we nurtured at the start of the game. But we had a really good season. That was epic. One win, only one win, showing, yeah, we really actually didn't do, third place is all from consistency and a lack of consistency from Porsche, AAGP, Audi, because all these teams were quicker than us at many points in the season. But we did enough. We got some good podiums with Leclerc. to get P3. Really, really solid. Yeah, 1 win though. Hoping to add to that next season. But GG's Ferrari and GG's Teo Porcher. And with that, we're coming to the end of the 2029 season then. So I'm going to leave it off here for today. The next time out will be the pre-season for 2030. Guys, if you have enjoyed this one, be sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.